Good evening. Well, I finally made it back to London, thank goodness. And the Prime Minister this morning giving a press conference. Have a look at this.
Well, the Conservative Party last night demonstrated that they're completely united in wanting to stop the boats. And this bill passed with an overwhelming majority in Parliament. But more broadly, last year was difficult. It's difficult for the country. We're still recovering from the impacts of COVID, the legacy of backlogs in our public services, also the impact of the war in Ukraine on people's bills. But at the start of this year, we are pointing in the right direction, and we have made progress. And that's why we've got to stick to the plan, because that's how we'll deliver the long-term change that the country needs.
Well, I'm really sorry, but do you believe he's going to stop the boats? Because I don't. Does he believe he's going to stop the boats? No, I don't think he does. And the idea that the Conservative Party is united on this or any other issue is for the birds. Now, look, we're used to political leaders of whether it be a governing party or an opposition party putting the best spin they can on things. But I just begin to get the feeling that no longer do we believe a single word this man is saying. And this is very much backed up by a YouGov poll that was out in the Times today, and it makes pretty grim reading for the Conservatives. It shows them now down to 20% in the opinion polls, with Reform, who, frankly, have not had a great deal of publicity, no major celebs joining them or anything like that, creeping up on 12%, and Labour with a massive lead. Now, political parties have good times and bad times. And back in 2019, the Conservative Party had a very, very tough time, which I had quite a bit to do with. But they got out of that mess by Theresa May resigning, Boris Johnson coming in, and them saying, right, we finally get it. We understand you. We are going to deliver Brexit. We are going to take back control. And many millions of Brexit voters thought that also meant taking back control of our borders, reducing the numbers of people coming in to our country. They had a stonking majority of 80 seats. And what have they done for the last 4 years? Well, they spent most of it arguing among themselves, navel-gazing, arguments within the Conservative Party without much thought as to what the rest of the country really needs. And I never thought I'd really ask this question. But I'm going to debate tonight, is the Conservative Party in terminal decline? I want your thoughts on this, please. Farage at gbnews.com or tweet #Farage on GB News. Why do I say that? I feel that the loss of confidence in the Conservative Party from 2019 Conservative voters is now at catastrophic levels. I'm not even sure there's anything they can do between now and the next election to get that support back. And whilst the first past the post system is what's kept in place two-party politics, remember, before the First World War, the Liberal Party were the governing party. They were ultimately, I accept it took a great war, it took the emancipation of women, but they were replaced by the Labour Party. I wonder whether there is any point to the Conservative Party. And I say that because they'll always argue amongst divisions that we're a broad church. But even a broad church needs a religion of some kind to believe in. I'm not sure they've actually got this anymore. I think they're not fit for purpose. I think they're on the way out.